Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child, and believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story, adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome. And for another week, y'all know how I got to start the show off. Moment of silence for my brother Jamel Raymond Bishop, also known as King Porter. This is King Porter Forever Friday. Moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Shout out to Chad Davis. Shouts out to you, Chad. Thank you for tuning in each and every week. Well, we got some guests coming. They on the way. Good. All right, I got you. Excuse me, y'all. Technical difficulty. Let me get this together. There we go. Mic check. Can you hear me? Is that better? Okay. Thank you, sir. In the studio today, joining me, I have DJ K8 to the right of me.
How y'all feeling out there?
What's going on, Wayne? Hey. Oh, put your mic thing on the table. That. Yeah. I wanted to thank you first of all. This show today was basically put together by Mr. Wayne Kendall. He hit me up. For look, I don't have my notifications on my Facebook. I just check them. So I look at my Facebook, I see message after message, and the message started from "What's up? What's up, yo? Hit me back." And I'm hitting them. I'm hitting them, but we just missed each other. But this good brother put me right. He put me in contact with some good people that y'all will meet in a little bit. They're on their way here. Miss Stacy Medlin and her partner, I forgot her partner's name, Miss Sharon Johnson. Shout out to them. Actually, she's calling me now. You calling me now? You go to the side of the building, hit 35.
She's standing downstairs.
Okay.
She's been in since 9.
What? Okay, I'm gonna send somebody down.
I've been texting you, but I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on air, so I'm gonna send somebody down to get her.
Okay.
All right. She said she was door. She said she been here since 9 o'clock. We been here. We been here, but I'm sorry. Somebody will be coming down to get us soon, but Wayne put me in position to interview these two beautiful ladies coming up here. They have a function called Bosses on the Move.
Bosses on the Move. This
Tell-
event is something special. It's an event that's going to happen September the 15th and 16th of this month. September the 15th, 16th, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I advise, encourage,
No. I got
I
it.
encourage, advise, hope, push, motivate anybody who owns a business, is interested in creating and starting a business, anybody who's got a business going and they want to make their business grow even more, connect the dots with other entrepreneurs, to come down to this. It's going to be, like I said, September the 15th to 16th at the War Memorial Building, and that's 101 East Gay Street, right across the street from City Hall. And it's hosted by Stacy Medlin and Sharon Johnson. Stacy Medlin is the owner and founder of Total Exposure TV in Atlanta, Georgia. And Sharon Johnson is the founder and owner of Critique Brand. These are two young bosses. They're on their way in here now. Y'all want to get to meet them. I advise you, if you are in the DMV area or even close by, take the opportunity to take advantage. This is something that is definitely needed and should be done. And I hope that each and every one of y'all will do so.
Good. Come on, door.
Yeah, I hope each and every one of y'all will do so. Technical difficulties, but I got
Little bit. Got you.
Charlene, Max, what's going on, Trina, Joanne?
Live over there.
Yeah.
School of people. So you said it's Bosses on the Move. This
Bosses
is like a
on the
networking
Move.
event.
Networking event for anybody who's into business, fashion, this hairstylist. If you make cupcakes and you're trying to make a business out of it,
Right.
this is for you. If you own a car wash and you trying to make something bigger in that, this is for you. If you got nice gear that you make, sweatsuits, t-shirts, jeans, apparel, this is perfect for you. This is why I say, man, I gotta let my man get a piece of this pie.
I'm there. Republic of Great Men will be in the building. Rest in peace to my brother King Porter, and that line, Bids Are Better, will be coming back out. I'm making some things up right now, so Bids Are Better will be out in the fall along with King Porter, along with Republic of Great Men. So look out for that. We plan on being at the Bosses on the Move.
Oh, yeah,
try to make it to both of them. If I can't,
The 15th and 16th.
I'm gonna try to.
Oh yeah, well, we're Charm City Direct TV. We're gonna be live there, so on the 15th and the 16th. So
okay.
We definitely want anybody who's not able to participate in the event to actually see what's going on.
Okay.
So when this event happens to come in their neck of the woods, you know what I mean, they'll be more inclined, right? They'll be familiar with it and be more inclined to go with it and ride the wave. You know?
Chad said, how can you get past the legal red tape when creating a business? What legal red tape, Chad? Let me know, man, because I have a business. I have a felony, gun charge, all that. So my background really didn't have nothing to do with me getting into my businesses. But let me know what you mean, and I may can help you. If I can't help you, I'm sure that my man can help you. Somebody can help you. So be a little more clear.
For me, To be honest, I'm not really into business. I do a lot of things. I got a lot of things going on. For me, the biggest red tape I would look at for anybody who's in the business or trying to get in the business is that mental saying of I can't, I tried. You know, those words that's straight negative. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Looking at life with a half empty cup opposed to looking at life with a half full one. You know, that mental is the biggest red tape for me.
You got to start something in order. You got to actually begin something to get started. So a lot of people get stagnated with the thoughts of not being able to do something without even trying.
Right.
So, like I say, this is a event for people that have businesses or thinking about getting, you know, into the business world. I think this would be very beneficial. Is it a price?
Yes, there are tickets. You can grab your tickets off of Eventbrite. I believe it's Eventbrite / Bosses on the Move. When Stacy and Sharon get in here, they'll be able to elaborate a lot more on this. Man, if you got questions while they're here, take advantage and ask.
And ask them, right.
They'll be more than happy to answer your questions.
And you can call us up at 410-702-5657. That's another way. You know,
call in.
Say, text us or do something. Let us know what's on your mind, and you know we'll try our best to help you out with that problem or your questions. As soon as they get here,
what's that number again?
410-702-5657. The boss is on the move.
702 what?
We got ladies in black.
Okay, so on this side right now?
Hey.
Okay.
Ty's Angels just come in the building.
702 what?
5657.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, we got Lady Lee and Q in the building. Ladies in black.
Yes, we actually we didn't even coordinate.
Y'all didn't coordinate that?
No.
How y'all doing today?
Great minds think alike. We great.
Right. Hey. Say what's up to DJ K8.
Hi.
Finally getting to meet y'all.
K8.
Yeah.
Many times I done responded to y'all little slick lines. I'm finally getting to see y'all faces
Get to see him
face to face. Finally.
Well, we
Last 6 months of back and forth talking, and I finally get to meet y'all.
You might gotta see what's up, because if they came up, I think Sharon's still there.
Yeah, I don't know what she doing.
I texted, told her come up.
Let me
call her, tell her come up to the 7th floor.
Cool.
Stacy and Sharon.
She waiting on.
Oh, she's waiting on her. Oh,
She's
okay.
waiting on Stacy.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So how was your ladies' weeks in? What's been up? How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Oh, y'all ain't on camera. Okay. That's cool, but listen. And this would be good for y'all. I need to be y'all manager out there. It's a big function about to go down called Bosses on the Move. September, what's that, 15th and 16th?
15th and 16th.
Yeah.
Oh,
You need to be promoting.
I need to.
You need to be promoting your.
I need to.
If you running a business,
listen,
every opportunity is
Q is a masseuse.
It's an advantage.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, she's a legal masseuse. So don't call her talking about no happy ending. She really does this. She has offices. I be trying to get her to push her brand. She don't push it. But what type of
Because I
specials?
push it when I push it. That is what he's saying. It's some false information.
What type of specials we got going on?
We got a special that I have no specials right there.
Try to get
This is
something
not
going.
for free, ladies and
Not
gentlemen.
free. But
Official services. So yes, let me just correct him once
correct
again.
me.
I promote myself all the time. It's just Mr. Ty does it when he feel like doing it. And I
That's
don't
all
know
the
what
time.
people say when they want to move. When the time is right, y'all know. But yes, shout out to the LQ Body and Skincare Studio located in Catonsville at the Paradise Shopping Center. By appointment only, 410-300-3524. Okay, thank you.
I got a question though. Last week you said something about time and need you for a facial, blah 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 blah. I ain't get no phone call yet.
Right, because I was in Georgia.
Oh,
so I don't
so
know
you
how I
gonna
was
do
gonna
that
do
this
that
week?
over the phone.
I'd have came to Georgia.
You wouldn't have came from
Came to Georgia for that. I'm trying to get down there anyway.
Be trying to put me out there.
You know, but no, can I get that this week?
I don't know now. Because I don't know, I'm not feeling very facial like to Ty. Now anybody else, yes, 410-300-3524. But I don't know about you. We'll have to think about that.
Think about it. How you doing, Lady Lee?
I'm doing good.
What's up? going on?
Nothing much. Trying to get through this week. This has been a very busy week for me, but I'm here.
Want to share with us what's been going on? We got some people that I'm pretty sure that wants to know about your week.
Well, I just been working on a lot of things I have. Y'all talking about boss moves.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely working on my boss moves.
Right.
You got something cooking in the pot?
I got something cooking in the pot.
That's what's
definitely
up.
cooking. So definitely give me all the information you got today about these boss moves, because I'm ready to start sharing some things.
They coming too. We waiting on them to come out now. So when they come up, we will hear about bosses on the move. And also the Total Exposure television show that they had. Just waiting on them, waiting patiently.
Nice.
So, you know, but while they get their self together, we gonna kick it and have some fun. I wish I'd have bought some beverages, but I'm sorry.
This would have been a perfect time for them.
That's all right. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. But like I say, we're waiting on them to show up. They'll be here shortly, and we're gonna get into the bosses on the move.
Nice.
Because I'm definitely interested in knowing all about it. That's how much is it for the vendor?
Oh, I don't know. You want to have to ask Stacy about that. You know what I mean? So
that'd be nice.
If you serious about your handling your business, this is the opportunity.
Okay.
You trying to rub some elbows, connect the dots, you know, and meet people that's entrepreneurs and learn things from them. This is the opportunity. You can't turn it down. If you really say you about that, yeah, we gonna see if you really about that.
Okay, I like that.
2-day event.
Yeah,
Must be something.
3 in the afternoon till 7 at night. You got 4 hours. 8 hours if you go both days.
Right.
You know what I mean?
8 hours.
So just imagine if you selling cupcakes. You got 8 hours to sell cupcakes.
Right.
Business cards, flyers, the whole 9. You know.
Sounds like a power networking move.
Yeah.
Right.
So excited about
I'm
that.
gonna be there. What's the time? You know the time?
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m.
3 to 7, both days. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't go wrong.
Dang.
What is the date?
September the 15th and 16th.
Okay. So next weekend.
Right.
Next weekend. Well, look, y'all, we gotta go to a break. We will be right back. Please don't go nowhere.
Stay right there.
It is what it is, radio. We'll be back.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that then
your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. Mm-hmm. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs. 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT. Or visit Fanify.com.
It's time for Flashback.
Now, I'm not going to say all Aries don't know. But
it's just the one you had. That was just
a particular one, right? But it's always something that you can.
Go ahead, listen. Can you recollect any signs that you might not get right?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the dirt. How they bust? Boy, show how they bust.
And then want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shaking, and shake it off real quick, but you crying? Out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good nasty bitch. The shame.
Oh shit.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Work by Demand radio show.
2 years ago. If you broke that bike and it don't work, that's on you, brother. I suggest you get that toolkit out back and then start working with it, right? Yeah. So my son's looking at me like, wow. And I broke down to him how we had got fixing flat tires down to a science. Mm-hmm. You understand what I mean? Sticking the tube in the water. Right? Talk to me, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Critical thinking. And and we look at that now and like kids, they not as on hands like we were back in the day.
That's because nowadays
nowadays you don't have to put the bikes together anymore. They can come assembled.
Yeah, everything's coming
in
assembled.
the store, they ask you like if you want it already assembled.
Right.
Back then, you just got the box with 1,000,000 pieces.
Right, and today I don't think they could work with that.
It's just like the thought process. Nowadays, you get a bike that's already put together. Now, when you were younger, you had to put this bike together.
You got to put it together.
That basically closes your mind into learning how to do something. Now.
Yes.
So now you're giving it something. So, okay, you take this, and this is what it is.
Right.
So now you have to run with this instead of teaching the child. This is how you put this together, so you see the result as this.
Right. Critical thinking. I like that. So look, not to cut you off, Miss Denise, but let's go to our first commercial break, and then we're gonna come back and finish talking about critical thinking.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Can y'all hear me? We're joined by two special guests today. Bosses on the Move is what it's called, right? Right. We got Miss Stacy Medlin in the building.
Hey,
And
Stacey L, everybody.
Stacey L, I'm sorry. Stacey L. I ain't mean to put a government out there. And look, so I'm gonna let you introduce yourself. I don't tell the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce yourself because I'm telling you,
I know. And she
I'm not that bad. Stacey is worse than me, but she be trying to act like she not. I'm not.
Correct you.
I know.
My phone rang.
We gotta put that on silent,
Yes.
man. I'm sorry.
Y'all being rude,
Tell
whoever that
Cherie we
is.
gotta call her back.
That's my best friend. I love you.
Her last name not Boyd, is it?
No.
Oh, good. All right, Cherie, we call you back. Tell her tune in. Is she tuned in?
She better be.
If she tuned in, she should know you can't get no calls. Cherie, we holler at you.
Oh,
How
that's
y'all doing?
me. Hello.
Now you gotta tell the people you in.
Who am I? Yes. I am Ms. Critique, MZCRITIQUE. I am the fashion extravaganza, extraordinaire diva. That's what I call myself.
Okay.
Oh, we got a bell.
That was for you, girl.
Yeah. We got a bell. Oh, I love it.
Y'all tell the people what y'all got going on.
Go ahead, stay.
So, we have a lot going on, really, but what's coming up September the 15th and the 16th is the Boss on the Move networking event, fashion and hair competition. So it's a 2-day event, 15th and the 16th, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the War Memorial Building. So the first night we're gonna have panelists. It's supposed to be more like, if y'all ever seen like a event where it's very energized, like it'll pump you up, get you inspired to do your passion, your goals, things that people really, you know, is reluctant to do because of probably fear or something. So the panelists is all entrepreneurs. Everybody is either starting out in that business or in that business and, you know, flowing with it. So the thing is that I want to get people motivated. I want to get people inspired to venture out into their passions and their goals. I used to work for the post office. We both did. I quit my job, well, resigned May 19th, 2017, and went full force in my businesses. And even though like a 9-to-5 is more like straight paycheck, and when you come into your business, it's different. It's totally different. You're not getting a paycheck now. You have to work and you have to, you know, grind, and you have to keep, you know, keep motivated and keep persevering and know, you know, and just keep going and know that everything else is going to follow. Everything else is going to fall in line. So I can go on and talk on and on, but the first day, you know, me and my partner, we're good partners. So the first night I have control, and then the second night is all her, because she's the fashion diva, the fashion queen, the model, the everything. She makeup artist, the hairstylist. So she wanted to put in a competition. But I told her, we came together and we said, well, let this be our first. We want Baltimore to be. We both from Baltimore, so we wanted Baltimore to be our first stop. You know, because we about to take it on the road. I stay in Atlanta now, so the next event is going to be in North Carolina, then Atlanta.
Then Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah, and then we going to Detroit and then Texas.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Going to the big.
So that's why his boss is on the move. We moving.
He definitely on the move.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, maybe we can, you know, get a couple road dates just to experience the out of town feel.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to see that I finally got you, I mean, sitting still long enough
I appreciate
for the opportunity.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real, right? Like, if you see our DMs, it's like, yo. Then a couple weeks later, I might answer. I don't have my notifications on.
Yeah.
With that, it burns my battery because I got so much, you know, that Facebook and Instagram, the notifications be killing my battery, so I just check it whenever. He was like, yo, we was playing like cat and mouse, and then he was like, listen, call me. So I called him. He ain't answer. So I'm like, nigga, I called you. He told me, call me. So then he like, yo, I got these good people and think it would be good for you to meet them. They got this thing called Bosses on the Move. She's a good networker. I know you network. I gotta put y'all together.
Yeah. Okay.
So this man is the man that made it.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. Like, and I be so hard on him, but thank you.
So I appreciate y'all taking the time out, and I definitely appreciate you for bridging the gap and bringing us all together. Because I believe that all like-minded people, you know, we all like to help people. I think we all need to stick together and grow. We keep saying, you know, when will we start supporting each other?
Right.
We doing. We ain't talking about when. We
doing it.
So
Right.
let's keep it pushing.
Strength
in
in numbers,
way that
baby.
we can help y'all, or you know, vice versa. Anything y'all need, we here. Definitely.
Yep.
So I have a question. So when it came to like the specific cities that you name, also, you know, be more in the house because we got a homegrown, so that's just awesome in itself.
Right.
What made you choose those areas?
We is another thing that I have. I'm not starting. I'm already in the progress of it. I had my own reality show called The Making of a Boss Lady.
Love it.
And so, I mean, that's been a transition within itself because I had to revamp it. So now it's a day in the life with a boss. So I can actually go to every city now and capture people that are in that, women that are in their businesses and have a whole full day. Y'all can see the day up to the day down when they with their kids, when they with their husband, or when they single. Everything that goes on with their life of being a
real raw.
Raw. Being a boss lady.
I call it raw TV.
So,
I love that because I feel like that kind of stuff, like with us all being entrepreneurs, right? People think we make it look easy because they see the end product. They see, you know, either how you dress or how you move and all those different things. They don't see that you your own CEO, you your own COO, you your this, you your that, you the janitor.
Yeah, you everything.
You everything. So I think that's real dope that you're doing.
So when I had did an intro, if y'all see the intro, I mean that wasn't the beginning because I actually had that in play when I was here. I started that here, but it didn't go forth until I got to Atlanta, and then I had a group of young ladies, but that didn't go straight forward. But I'm going to tell the story at the end once I get the first episode, and they're going to see the trial. I mean, it was a trial, and Sharon been through
a journey
the whole time. And it's just, you know, I'm glad I had that experience because every experience is not a bad experience. I don't think no experience is really bad. It's to help you get you to where you need to be.
That's right. It's a growth process.
Right.
That's you know.
So when I aired the introduction, because if you go on YouTube, you'll see the introduction for The Making of a Boss Lady because it has its own website, its own YouTube channel, everything. It's all set up. People started hitting me up like they really wanted to be a part of the show, and I was like, well, it was only geared for 6 ladies at first.
Okay.
So I was gonna follow 6 of us, and then it didn't quite work out. And so you know what, my camera guy, when I come up here, he's like, "Stay, I think you really you know, selling short." He said you should go worldwide, and when he said that, I already was planning to do that anyway.
Right.
You know, after all the drama and all the issues and stuff.
With a lot of women, it can be a lot of
cattiness, man.
So I changed it around, and people started hitting me up. From Houston, from Detroit. I started getting all types of emails. People was saying, "I want to be a part of your show. When you coming here? Can you do an event here?" And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do an event there, but I want to start home first.
That's right.
You know, so I bring this. So this event is going to be. We actually been doing these events, but this is our biggest event. and then we're gonna go ahead and shoot it to the other states.
Right.
Because I feel as though everybody, I mean, if they can catch a little bit of the energy and they can catch a little bit, a glimpse of being unfearful of the things, because once you get past that fear, you're gonna actually fear can't hold you anymore. It can't hold you no more. So once you get past that fear, then you be like, well, all right, kick that in the butt. So I don't have nothing else to do about that. So I'm moving. Like even when I moved to Atlanta, I was kind of fearful, but when I passed that, I was like, man, I'll move anyway. Now people make things seem so difficult when it's not.
Because it's outside the comfort zone.
Right.
And sometimes you're afraid to jump outside that comfort zone. And then it doesn't help if you have people the wrong energy in your ear saying, oh, well, girl, no, what if? Okay, but what if you don't? Like, what's the worst thing can happen if you don't try? So that's what's up. Thank you for sharing that. Like, I'm excited for y'all. Where y'all been at?
That bell.
Stay on that bell, huh?
I mean, it's right here. I like the bell.
We getting, it's like it's slowly coming up, but we getting out there because I know a lot of people we come across, we always inspiring, and that's what I really want other people to be inspired, because you can do whatever you want to. You create your own reality.
Boom.
So I mean, whatever you do, it's called the law of attraction. It's going to happen day and night, whatever. If you ignore it, it's still going to happen. So might as well create the world that you want. You know, so I'm telling y'all gotta get to this event. It's gonna be packed. It's gonna be energized. When you gonna leave it, because my energy is what when people leave there, they're gonna be like, when is she coming back? Like, God dang,
hanging on for more, baby.
That's what I want to get. I want people to be pumped up when they leave out of them. Like, I can do everything I want. I can do anything. You know, and have that energy and keep moving forward.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
And that's crazy you say that, because I work in the school system. I've been in the school system since 1995, working with kids, coaching, mentoring. I swear, and I don't even swear, last week I pull up to my job and I'm like, I don't want to work. I mean, I got a talent that I know I got, but like I can write.
I see something that was awesome. I read some of your stuff that you tagged me in,
and that was like when I did that, that was just. It wasn't no thought in it. It just
did it.
In my mind.
It was authentic.
I just did it. And I do most of my writing like that. It's just like yesterday, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to get my hair cut. So me and the barber talking. The barber's wife is in the school system, so he wanted to know if I knew her. He called her 3 times. She didn't answer the phone. So then when she called back, where you was at? What you doing? I'm sorry. But he was saying, where you at? He was getting on. So she said she was at some type of party with her parents. This going to my brain. Y'all married. Why you not telling your husband?
Right.
But then that put me in the frame of mind. I said, damn, what if she called back, heard my voice, and I was like fucking his wife on the side. But I made a story up in my mind just off of, I do that a lot. Like, I run through stuff and I just run with it. Like with that, I'm gonna write something about it just because how it came about. But going back to what I was saying, I pulled up at my job and was like, yo, I can write. I can do a lot of stuff. How can I put it? I'm my own breadwinner. As far as my talents can take me where I want to go, not just 9 to 5. But I got a lot of kids, so it's like, I want to quit, but it's not instant. So it's like I'm holding on, but a part of me want to just let it go and just concentrate on my writing. I do. But
that's what you call sacrifice.
Yeah.
You got, in order to get what you want, you have to sacrifice something. And that was something that we both went through. Like once we both, trust me, I had that moment, those moments, pulling up in front of that station. That last day, like no, honestly, like I had stopped going to work for like a whole month. Just stopped going to work. They called me up like, you got to come back to work or we going to fire you. Honestly, part of me, I was trying to get fired. I'm like, why won't they fire me? Like, seriously. And then I'm telling myself, like you said, that security, like, I mean, I was making I was there for 12 years. So I was like making good money. You know.
The time in.
And at one point, I was making $3,000-$4,000 checks every 2 weeks, spending the money and then blowing it. But for me, it's not about the money. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I didn't work at Pizza Hut before I was at the post office. I didn't work at, you know, security jobs before I was there. So and I still had a place. I still had cars and all that stuff. So you gotta, it's the process and the mindset. You gotta understand, like, anything that you want and worth having is not gonna come easy. Yeah. So you gotta be able to sacrifice those things that you're used to having to get what you want. Absolutely. And you gotta trust and believe that those things that you had before, you're gonna get it right back, but 10 times more. Because every time I done gave up something or sacrificed something for what I wanted, I got it back 10 times more. Right. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, it took a minute. It definitely took a minute. And I feel like with Stacy, I think people come into your life for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's those people, if you want the right the vibration and the same vibration, it's going to help you really, you know, figure out where it is you want to go. So you have to surround yourself around those people that's like-minded and that's trying to do the same things that you're doing, or already doing the things that you want to do. So I'm finding myself being around, like, I'm only 32, and I'm finding myself being around a whole lot more older people, 40 and up, you know what I'm saying? Because they're where I want to be already, half of them. But you got some.
Shout out to the 40-year-old.
You know, so it's like it's a maturity thing for me, and it's just a mindset
that means you need to wake up.
Right.
Some of this.
Right. You know. But I mean, we all believe in just like purpose, living in your purpose. I feel like everyone on this earth have a purpose, and you're not really fully living your life unless you're living out that purpose. It's a fulfillment. It's a satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? So if you settling, you know what I mean? That's in anything. That's with a relationship. That's with a career, family relationships, all of that. If you gonna settle, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna ever get to that. Your purpose. You know, you got potential and you got reality. But your potential is what you really want to get to, because you get to that highest level of your potential. But you got to be around the right people.
I agree. We will be right back. Please don't go nowhere. This is What It Is Radio. We are here with the bosses on the move. Don't go nowhere.
You are now listening to Just a Bit Outside, the sports radio show at BeExposedRadio.com. Come join us every Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, or at BeExposedRadio.com.
So we had a lot of things going on.
Mother's Day, Major League Baseball, pink bats, pink outfits.
Yeah. They certainly did the mothers good. They don't show them justice. Like Jimmy said, the pink bats, cleats, all types of pink highlights in the major leagues. The Orioles were swept by the Kansas City Royals.
Wah, wah.
The Kansas City Royals. Thank you, Eric. Kansas City Royals is they're like one of the worst teams in the Major League Baseball right now. Yeah, so that was a little tough.
Yeah, so the Orioles no longer have the top record. It belongs to the Washington Nationals now.
Yeah, so that was tough. So hopefully they'll get back on track with the next series. Maryland, we got some local sports, collegiate to report. The Maryland lacrosse. Let's shout out the Maryland lacrosse team. They are in the NCAA tournament, and Hey,
this is Mark, Just a Bit Outside on BeExposedRadio.com. Listen to us every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on Facebook and on YouTube.
Be Exposed Radio.
It's a family affair if you want to look at it that way.
It is. I totally agree, and I believe I believe that this wisdom on the wall is going to be a movement, and that's what I believe we are doing. Is we're creating a movement where people essentially, even after we've presented in these workshops, then they'll be inspired to sort of document some of the things that they've gone through and empower somebody else. So it'll be like a chain effect. So they'll see that, we were just 3 women who have gone through various things and experiences in our lives, and we just took the opportunity to sit down, put it in a book, and then it'll be a movement, and then other women will be inspired to do the same thing. Let me tell you, we are better together. We are so much better together, family. I'm telling you, when we band together, put our resources and our experiences together, we can create a movement, and that's what it's about, inspiring people to do more than what they may currently see of their own lives, that they can do so much more. So yeah,
you are exactly right.
Be Inspired Radio Show. Tune in every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Check out this flashback from Sunset Soul Radio.
All of us have to take personal accountability.
I can't take responsibility for this.
I didn't say responsibility. I said accountability.
We can't. Everybody can't take accountability.
You're not accountable to the body of Christ?
No, I'm not accountable to this issue.
No, are you accountable to the body of Christ?
To the body that God assigns me part of.
The devil is a lie.
So my elbow is not accountable to my kneecap. So my elbow is accountable to my kneecap, or is it accountable to my leg?
So if you on the other side of the world and you see something happening to somebody spiritually, you don't stop.
I can pray for them.
So there's the level of accountability for stuff in the body of
You're not
Christ.
saying that.
That is what I said.
You're not saying that.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Somebody
What did Lisa say? Again,
if they would have
you're arguing your point. No listening. This is the problem that we have.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
You back? You back. 2K though. So I'm guessing I just thought it'd have been a great thing by her designing. What do you call them? Do you know? Y'all know? Did I show you?
A designer?
No,
oh,
look, them little things.
Yeah,
the socks.
Yeah.
Is it socks or like they go over the sock, over the shoe?
But they something socks.
I forget what they called.
Slouch socks?
No. No.
They like she designed them. They like design them. They cute.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I gotta show it to you. But like I said, she's in a pre-K, and what got me is every day she hitting you jazzy with the socks, with the little thing, with the little things in her head. And I ran into her grandmother today, and I was telling her grandmother, you know, that she's a jazzy young lady. She said, "Oh, you know, that's her brand."
Oh, she is too cute. I love it.
Shout out to Desire, man, wherever you at. Shout out to Desire. Hey, people.
So cute.
Shout out
I
to
love
Desire.
it. Anybody on there
Shouts out to Desire.
I love it. Aww.
So entrepreneurs, this event is for any bosses in the making. Y'all think y'all bosses, y'all need to come out. Everybody likes the term boss, but don't really understand what the responsibilities of a boss are. Can y'all elaborate on that? Can y'all let the people know just because you the leader of about 4 niggas that's following behind you, you're not a boss?
Right.
Let the people know.
Well, I'm glad you used that word leader.
Leader.
Because I feel like a boss is a leader, first and foremost. And what a leader does is, you know, a leader should be able to motivate their crew, inspire them. Not only that, but take them to that next level. You know.
But every boss is not a leader, though.
Right, but that's the difference. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is, you can be a boss. You can call yourself a boss, but you're gonna have your own. Everybody have their own issues and have things that they got to work on. So if you're not willing, a boss is going to be able to say, okay, I got flaws. I need to work on them in order to, you know, to be able to help somebody else. Yes. You know, and I feel like you go through experiences and stuff like that as a boss and as a leader. Number one, you get it the most. You know, you go through a lot of struggles and stuff like that so that you can preach to the choir and help them. Because I know I went through some stuff. I'm still going through some stuff. But I know that for me, I like to be authentic about my life. Like, I don't like to, you know, hide things or, you know, be phony. You go to my page, it's real. It's nothing fabricated about my life or nothing like that. I feel like when you're more authentic, people actually gravitate to people that's more authentic. Look at Cardi B, for instance. They love her, right? Yes. Like, because you're real, you upfront. You know what I'm saying? I done been through separations with my husband, going through a divorce, stuff like that. I don't have no problem talking about it. I keep some things to myself. I ain't gonna tell you everything, but I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, I'm going through that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that, you know, you got to deal with. It's life, you know. shoot, right now, you know, we just quit our jobs. It was a process. I went to cosmetology school last year. Once I quit my job, I went straight into school. That was a process, you know. And like I said, you lose some things. You got to work towards getting them back and stuff like that. And that's the process you got to get to in order to progress. Yes. And that's what people got to understand. You got process, you got progress, then there's growth, you know. So unless you got to go through those things in order to get to that next level. Absolutely. And there's a lot of people out here that's leaders or bosses that's not willing to do that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know.
So I have a question, like what type of personal growth have you both seen, you know, quitting the 9 to 5 to pursuing, you know, your goals and your dreams?
Well, it had to, because the thing is that my whole journey is a spiritual one too. So when I left the 9 to 5 job, it actually, I'm glad it happened that way. I'm actually glad I experienced that, because I wouldn't be where I'm at now. You know, creating my own reality, knowing what it is, knowing who I really am. You see, because a lot of people don't know who they are. Right. You know, and I found out who I really am. I am my own creator. You know, I create everything. Every day I go out the door, I create everything that happens. Every manifestation you see in front of you every day, you created that. That's very true. You have to actually, because we're all vibrating beings. Everything in here vibrates. It has their own frequency. Right. So for you to be able to line up with that, you have to be able to know what you want and then start focusing on that so you can line up with that frequency. Right. So when we're vibrating, because I listen to this every day. I meditate, you know, and I quiet my mind so I become one with myself, because every answer you have in life, you have it. You don't have to ask anybody nothing. Right. Because your higher self will tell you everything that you need to know. Right. Okay, people out here, they want to make money, you want to change your job, and your inner self already telling you what you need to do to get away from that job. Sure. But a lot of people are reluctant to listen to it because they have so much of these belief systems that growing up. So you got to try to wind those things down. You got to try to get rid of it. You got to try to get rid of the negativity that's in your life that as you growing up as a child, I know we all have them. Right. But you can get around those things. So when you start listening to your inner guidance, people call it that intuition, people say that is that spiritual whatever, but it's your higher self is telling you what you need to do to get to where you need to be. And so if we trust it more, because it's 100% correct, accurate. If you trust those pulses, those things that tell you, no, go here, right now. Right. If you trust that, you'll know that you'll find enjoyment in it. You'll find that it's taking you to where something that you really wanted to do in life, and you see our doors open. And if you start trusting those impulses, you'll quit your job soon as as tomorrow. But a lot of people have these little roadblocks in the way. So our higher self takes us around those roadblocks to get us to where we need to be. So it might take a little bit longer because it's trying to take you away from, around those things to get you to where you want to be, and that's being work-free, for working for yourself. Yeah. So right. I mean, when I left the 9 to 5, I mean, I had a glimpse of, coming into oneness. I started learning a little bit more about myself. But when I actually left the job, man, it felt like a weight lifted, and then it felt like my eyes were open even more. I had a spiritual awakening, like knowing and studying more of me, of knowing that anything that happens in my life is because of me. It's not because of nobody else. A lot of people like to put those conditions on other people, but it's not really them. It's you. If you have a problem with somebody else, check yourself, because you having a problem with yourself. Nobody can ever do anything that you don't want to you. So that's why you gotta really find out who you really are. Because once you know who you really are, then nothing, nobody can touch that. They can't touch it.
Yeah. Sammy Sheepdoggy Wanda said, "The heart is truly your compass." I believe it.
Oh, absolutely.
Very true.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I'm grateful for every experience. I'm grateful for every downfall. I'm grateful for every contrast, because people gotta understand, when you have contrast in your life, It has to come. You can't have good without negative. You can't have a smile without sadness. You have to have it. It has to be a balance. You can't do without the other because it's going to push you to where you need to be. Every contrast that happened in my life, I thank it because it got me to where I need to be right here. Knowing who I really am, knowing that I can create my own reality, I can create my millions. It's there waiting, but I have to trust myself. You gotta trust your intuition. You get there.
Right. Like for me, I mean, like she said, when we talk about manifesting and creating, like you really do that. And I feel like I've been doing it all my life, honestly. Ever since, and thinking now, you know, knowing and actually practicing it and stuff like that. When I was younger, I told myself when I was younger, I want to have 2 kids. I want to be married and stuff like that. I did all of that.
Yeah.
But you got to think about timing also. I had so many people in my family saying, don't do it. Don't do it. And I probably should have listened, but I'm so damn stubborn. I'll do what I want to do. And that's one thing about me that I never really did was worry about the next person or what other people thought of me. I feel like that was one of the things that made me more authentic because I thought for myself. You know, but part of that could be a good thing and part of that could be a bad thing. But at the end of the day, my good thing came out was my kids, you know. But I feel like you go through those things though, you know, and I had to go through that marriage and stuff like that to get the experience of how to be a real wife.
Oh yeah.
Because even though, you know, I was a good wife, you know, but he, you know, the other person have issues that they have to work on too. And so if you're not happy with yourself, nobody, number one, can make you happy. You got to be happy with yourself. And if you're not happy with yourself, and you don't work on those things, like people can go out here all day, they do it on social media every day, they faking and they faking a lifestyle, everything looking perfect because Instagram at this point, some people, for myself, for Stacy, we use it for business purposes only. So but you got other people that's out here looking, you know, they use it for personal reasons. And it's becoming a fantasy world for people because they're putting out there only what they want people to see. But they're not showing the authentic side of them. They're not showing the real. And people attract to realness. They want to see you who you really are. So if you're not happy with yourself and you got to fabricate your life to everybody else, to the world, then you're not really real to you. You know? So in order to really like manifest and create the things that you want, you gotta have a clear mind. You have to be happy. You have to know who you are. And you have to also, like, you know, tap into not only the good parts of yourself but the flaws that you have in order to grow. Because your flaws and your good side is what makes you who you are. But as an individual, you have to be willing to work on those things to grow. You know what I mean? And that's why you go through them experiences and stuff like that. Like you said, as a leader and as a boss, you go through those things so that you can pass it on to somebody else so that they can, you know, get the, you know, so you got to be a mentor to them. You know, everybody need a mentor. Everybody needs somebody that inspire them or motivate them. Like, I get people all the time telling me, Sharon, yeah, I do like this little message or word of the day or stuff like that. Like she say, meditation. My meditation for me is getting up in the morning, walking. I get up 6 o'clock every morning. Sometimes 4. Yesterday I got 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why, but I did. And I was up working, you know, searching things. For me, I like to I look at other people that motivate me. Because every motivator need a motivator. You know what I'm saying? Because we all, you know, no one's perfect. I have my good and my bad days. You know, I still got my flaws I'm working on and stuff like that. But a part of growth is acknowledging them, acknowledging them and working on them.
I was gonna say that,
You know, if you just put it to the side and you sweep it on the rug and be like, oh, all right, I'm gonna go move on to this next thing because I'll worry about that later, it's gonna come back again. And time after time, you're gonna be given the same test and the same test over and over again until you get it right. Even in a relationship, you're gonna be given the same test and the same test over and over again. It's gonna be it could be a different body and everything. I'm trying to tell you. It's going, amen, right? It's gonna be a different body, a different face, but you're gonna be getting deja vu, like, yo, I just went through this. Like, what am I doing wrong? You know, and for me, it's like I keep getting the same damn test. And I'm like, when you gonna get this right? But I'm getting there, you know. But a part of growth is acknowledging it and fixing it, you know. So I mean, you gotta pick and choose, you know. Like some people say, I don't want this life, or I don't want this. If you're not happy with something, you gotta change it.
Right.
And the only person that can change it is you.
Yeah.
Nobody else can do that but you.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so that's for me. That's just what it is.
I got a question. Is it a proper way to meditate? I'm dead serious.
Well,
is it a proper way?
First you wanna the thing is that when you meditate, it's the purpose of quieting your mind. And I only do like 15 minutes a day, 15 to 20 minutes a day. And it's just basically, you don't even you hear that fan that's going on, because a lot of people make meditation out of, you know, something that's, it's not even like that. It's very simple. But it's like, you know, you focusing on something. You closing your eyes and you focus on something. Like, so right now in this room, you hear that fan. If you focus on that long enough, you start focusing on that, and your mind will wander off, because your monkey mind, they call it, it'll keep talking, but you keep focusing back to that sound. And then at a moment, and sometimes it probably be like the last 2 minutes of the meditation, your mind is quiet.
You know, everything else out.
Everything is tuned out, so your mind is quiet. So now it's bringing yourself in balance, because now when you actually meditate and you come out of that, you're going to get a thought, or you're going to get an impulse or something, and that's your higher self. That's your intuition telling you to do that. So if you follow that, if you follow that impulse, it's going to lead you to something that you desire.
In layman's terms, that's your chi.
Yeah, I heard about that chi.
So I mean, it takes practice and it takes focus, you know, and like with the negativity, you gotta clear that out. Even though you cannot stay happy, you can't stay happy 24 hours. You know, you get into those negative moments, but you know it, and then you bounce back out of it. You don't stay there. But see, meditation will help you start lining up with it and start knowing when those moments come. Because the thing is that you don't want to be in a negative environment. You don't want to be in a negative mood, because your desires won't come. You're gonna put it to a halt. It's gonna come slowly. So the thing is, you want to stay on that high. You want to stay high. That high vibration, being happy, being motivated, being inspired, being satisfied for where you at right now, and not worrying about what is. Because a lot of people focus and start worrying about what is right now in front of me. I don't have lack. Okay, you keep saying you don't have lack. That's what the law of attraction is going to keep bringing to you. No lack. So you got to see things as though as you want them. So you see yourself as see yourself as a millionaire. But the trick about this though is your vibration. You could talk all day long, because the universe don't go by words, it go by your vibration. You could talk all day long and still have a negative vibration. You could say, oh, I'm happy. No, you're not, because your vibration is saying something else, and that's what you're going to keep attract. Because a lot of people don't understand that you can say that you're happy and everything, but the universe feels your vibration. So when you know what vibration you're in when the stuff around you is manifesting. So if you're in a negative mood, more negative people gonna come around you and feed your flyer.
It attracts.
So if you're in a happy mode, those happy people is going to start coming around. So the thing is to stay in a happy vibration and try to keep your focus off the things that's going to make you in that negative mood. You know, a lot of people have to do a general, like they want more money, but don't focus on the more money. Focus on something that makes you happy, and then the more money's going to come. You know, so I mean, it works for me, and and it's just amazing how when you start meditating, you start getting in one and start. People call it miracles, but it's really not. It's that you're attracting the things that you already put out there into the universe to come back to you. So those things that start happening, you start rendezvousing with people that you like, oh my gosh, you called them to you. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, because that's what you're going to start attracting. Like we say, attract negative, attract negative, positive, attract positive. So like she said, if you're thinking, or you know, those people, the environment, all of that matters. If you in a negative environment, and even though you might be happy, but the person next to you might not be happy, that negativity can get on you.
Oh my God,
So you push that away. You go over that. You know, for me,
you leave the room.
For me, I was about to say that. I will leave the room in a minute. I will go. You know what I'm saying? I just had to do it the other day. I was at work. I had to, negativity was all of it. I had to get my stuff. I got my little book. Walked up to the street.
Yeah, you have
parked
to do
it
what
on
you have
a,
to do.
and for me, I love being outside.
Right.
My mom will tell you in a minute, you always in that car. I will go in my car. I will lock my doors because my kids come outside knocking on the door trying to get in. And I be like, get out. And get in the house. You need your time. I would take a ride. I will walk. You know what I'm saying? I done found me and my sister was riding down the street. And I found this waterfall. I call it a sprinkler. It ain't really a waterfall. But my sister was, how the hell you find? It was in the cut. And but I didn't got my sister going there. You know, because sometimes you just need a peace of mind.
You need that, especially in the world today, because there's too much negativity around you.
Right.
And okay, so just so you know a little bit about me, I retired Air Force. Okay. I have a massage and skincare practice that I have. LQ Body and Skincare Studio. So as a massage therapist, a licensed massage therapist, I pick up on people energy.
Right.
And it's very second nature to me, actually first nature, because that's what pulled me to it. But I'm not going to go back into what we talking about because God be all night.
Right.
But I say all that to say that when I'm working with people, and no, I'm not Reiki. Like I said, it's just a natural thing for me.
Right.
That energy, because I didn't understand it, that negative stuff will bring you down. Like I used to get headaches. It would make me very, very sad. Like if you got a lot on you, I'll pick up on it because I'm very sensitive to it. I'm better now because I'm 5 years in, but I had to learn how to ground some of that stuff out. So the energy is a real thing.
Yeah.
And as I started to get older, I noticed that my vibration started automatically leaving people out that wasn't supposed to be here with me. All the negative stuff. All the people that said I couldn't do it. I said that I'm going to reach a certain part before I turn 40. That was what I did. I retired, went to school back to back, learned aesthetics first, but the massage thing was always, again, it was this there, you know what I'm saying, this gift, I guess. So then I went to school, opened my business. They said I couldn't do it. You're not going to tell me what I can't do, because I spoke it into existence. I was going to do what it took. I worked at different franchise spas just so I could learn how it worked. So it's a real thing. I say that to say it's a real thing, and you have to be comfortable with yourself. You got to be comfortable with yourself, and I feel like you also have to forgive yourself. And as people, period, I don't feel like we forgive ourselves enough. Sometimes you're going to get those L's in life. It's going to happen, but you got to forgive yourself so you can move on and use it to make things better, so you don't keep making the same mistake. Like you said, you want to keep happening till you get it. So I'm glad that you guys, shared that, because it's a real thing.
It is. That's that energy.
You have to put into action. You have to put everything into action. Like when you're saying meditation, because I meditate, and meditation to me is your mind, body, and spirit coming into one. And once you're able to, quiet your mind and be focused, you're able to put everything that you desire into action. Once you begin to do that, then you start to see the world around you start to change. Your world start to change. So everything comes into one. You have to take care of yourself.
Wholeness.
Yes. Before you say, okay, I want this job, I want this, I want that, I want this relationship. You have to take care of self. So it all aligns with one another.
Right.
It really does.
And like you say, like when you say you're telling yourself what you really want, I did that. Like I recently did that because I was like, what the hell am I doing? Where am I supposed to be right now? And I told the universe, we got the universe of different religions, God, whatever. And I was like, listen, I had to ask, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? Where am I supposed to be going? Who is supposed to be in my life? And I had a dream and I saw it. And I'm actually manifesting everything that I saw in my vision. I'm manifesting that now. So anyone that is out of my life or that's still in my life or supposed to be a part of my life, I already know who's supposed to be a part of my life. So if you gotta let a person go and they just so happen they might come back, for me it's it's like, if I gotta let you go for a minute, go ahead, let you go. Go ahead.
Exactly.
But I know who's gonna be there.
Yeah.
So they might not know it, but I know it. Yeah. So it's like you kind of like once you put it out there, you can't worry. Nope. That's the thing right there. If you start worrying on it, that's negative energy.
Yes, it is.
So then everything that you done already visualized, you fighting against it.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna happen.
I totally
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? So like she said, you gotta focus on those things that's gonna make you happy, right. And focus on those things that have you like uplifted. Because anything you worry about, that's negative energy, and you fighting against what you asking for.
Put it in existence. Put it in the universe. Let it come.
Let me see. Chad said,
hey, Chad.
Oh, are you doing something in Texas? Did you say Texas?
Soon we're going to go there.
Chad is one of our faithful viewers from Texas.
Hi, Chad.
So when you have that down, I'm pretty sure he will be there. We got to go to a break, y'all. We will be right back. With Chad saying you said Texas.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Here's what you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
You know, when it comes to your children, especially if you're dating someone that you actually like, you do want it to work. So you're gonna hope and encourage the relationship between your child and that person because you like that person, you know, so you're gonna hope for the best. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work and you can't make it work. You can't force it. It's like a branch. You keep bending it, eventually it'll snap, and even if you put it back together, it'll never be what it once was. But you definitely pray on it. You hope for the best, you know, because like nobody wants to spend the rest of their life alone just because a particular relationship didn't work out, but you had this beautiful creature as a result of it, you know. But you don't want to necessarily spend and you're not all of a sudden a bad person. You're not all of a sudden not going to fulfill this other person's needs.
You, madam, are a harlot and a scoundrel.
Because I had one kid while I was still married. Like,
but what if you?
I'm just saying. So I take that back.
What if the situation turns around the other way? So you ready for your child to meet? They meet the person, and this person is a giver. So this person's buying your child lots of gifts and wanting to.
I would usually. You don't like if it's a birthday or some sort of holiday or something like that. Okay, and they want to get them a few things or get them something. Okay, but just on like a regular basis, like unless it's like Nestle's Quick or something that you can get from like, you know what I'm saying, or like Kit Kats or something like that. Like, no, don't spend a lot of money on
unrealistic. I'm sorry,
it's unrealistic. Like, don't try to buy his.
Tune in live to Salacious Life Radio every Wednesday from 9 to 11, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back.
You still the same.
We're gonna leave that for another show. We're not gonna talk
Hey,
about
we're
that.
back. Hey, everybody.
We're here
Welcome back.
I just want to call y'all bosses on the move. I'm sorry. Instead of Stacy and Sharon.
I like it.
Bosses on the move.
Bosses.
Got the bosses on the move here. And I feel uplifted for real.
Yes, giving us this great energy.
I really do.
Yes.
I'm still a little iffy about quitting my job. Not. I love my kids though. I work with pre-K.
But you don't.
That might be your
That's my calling. I already know my calling. Definitely.
Yeah.
You don't have to quit your job tomorrow.
I want to though.
That's the real truth.
Being temporary right now. Until you can get more in focus of what you need to go and get more in tune with your inner self and start meditating. I'm telling you, it's going to come quicker than you know, but you have to line up with yourself.
I'm trying to meditate the right way. You say just focus on
He's not
something.
focused.
Yeah.
You look sleepy.
I can see you. I see you. One of the ones I do. Like sometimes when I'm having, I need to really quiet down and I'm having troubles. I see you that link. It's a guided meditation, and you just follow her, and it's very easy. It's light, and then you'll see.
Can I have an assistant there? While
Oh my God!
You meditate however you want to meditate. If that's meditate,
that's helping you.
If that's your thing. It's okay. They've been doing that for
because trust me, me and Stacy meditate two total different ways. Like, I have my own thing. She got her own thing. So it's no right or wrong way. I feel like as long as you're aligned and your mind is clear and you know what you meditating for, then ain't no wrong right way to do things.
Peace. Yeah. Get the leeches away. I don't know. I woke up just feeling different. Anyway, I didn't cut the circle.
That's good. You know what? Sometimes you need to do that.
Meditation for me.
You see?
Yep.
I can just zone
it's all different forms.
Everything around me is just gone out of here. I ain't heard nothing.
I love that. It seems like sometimes guys are so much easier to do that. I feel like as a female, we always like, okay, I gotta pick up the kids. I gotta see what.
That's because y'all. I'm gonna tell you something about females, man. First off, you gotta understand, men and women are differently. We go off logic, common sense. Y'all go off emotion.
That's not true, and I'm not gonna debate.
You got some men that go off of emotions also. Let me say that. You men are emotional ass creatures too.
Because he giving me a check this out.
What you saying? Men. A real man ain't gonna sit there and go off emotions. He's gonna go off of logic, common sense. I'm gonna give you a prime example.
Why gotta be a real
man? Say you and that man was married, right? No, some real shit.
I'm listening.
You and that man was married, right?
Okay.
He gone to work. Bill comes in the mail saying y'all owe $500 to BG&E. 9 times out of 10. Because y'all the way y'all talk.
Well, I'm trying to hear what you about to say before we get you.
Y'all ain't in the 9. Y'all at 10. You try to figure out, zapping out. We just paid this bill. You know this man working somewhere like McCormick. Can't have no phone on the floor. He burning his phone up. He go on his lunch break, see the phone, answer it. They just sent a notice here saying we owe him $500. I thought you said you paid that bill. I did pay the bill. Well, why are they sending me this? Look, just calm down. We'll figure it out when I get home. Then when he get home, because see, you got to understand.
I'm not like that, so I
was about to say the same thing.
Like I said,
I'm going to wait.
You did.
You that 10th
one. The 10th one.
Yeah,
all right.
He said that.
So,
we'll give you that.
But most times, a woman is going to sit there and go through the changes instead of letting a man do what we naturally want to do.
I agree. And that's
solve a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when we trying to solve the problem, instead of just using 2 ears and 1 mouth that God blessed you with,
y'all
want to use 2 mouths and 1 ear.
All right. Okay.
He's been wanting to do that all night. He's been wanting to do that all night.
He's tired to go.
No, I've been sitting over here chilling just like y'all.
I know. You've been wanting to hit that bell.
We were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Well, I'm not going to go there. But what I will say is, you backing them up don't even mean nothing. You just happy you got another male here. That's right. That's all that was. Right. So you could have been like A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
He gonna agree anyway.
He talking some sense though. He talking sense.
I will say I agree. To a degree, I agree.
Well, I'm going to let you have that because that's in your nature. You're a Leo, so naturally that's just how y'all are.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Women just are emotional creatures, and it's nothing wrong with that because you were designed that way. The thing is, like she said earlier, if you see something about yourself that needs to be corrected, the first part of correcting it is acknowledgement.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
if you know that you are an emotional person, and you subject to just
go off any moment
and melt down.
Okay, that means I need to work on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And 9 out of y'all 10 is gonna be doing that. So that I don't like that in my.
I'm sure. I'm
need it for the volume, though, good brother.
But that 9 out of y'all 10, they need to work on that because any man that you dealing with, you know what I mean. If you're in a relationship with him, if one of y'all is just buddies, you know what I'm saying, he's not gonna want to deal with that. Most dudes now in this day and age that's really thinking, when he run across a female and she's on that all the time, first thing he trying to do, he trying to break out. I gotta get away from her because obviously she gonna end up having me in the hospital or behind a heart attack, in somebody's jail, or under somebody's graveyard. And I ain't dealing with it.
Well, it depends on how the message is conveyed. If anybody's on some rah-rah nagging, I mean, let's not get it twisted, fellas. Women don't like the nagging either. Nobody likes nagging. Let's just put that out there.
A real man nags a woman.
First of all, stop.
It ain't even about nagging.
But I'm just saying, when you bring that negative energy to a conversation, nothing that is said is going to be conveyed the right way. Right. I can sit here and say, baby, you know, the bill, what happened, honey? You know what? Don't even worry about it, baby. I'm going to take care of it. But we need to talk about a new system. That's cool with you? Rather than, well, why you ain't paid this bill? And the beep and the beep and the beep. It's always
about your approach.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what you said was when somebody's like, no, I don't want to hear either. You think you better ask. I will get up and roll out in a second. You'll still be talking and fussing, and you'll be seeing my booty because it's nice. And that's it. And shout out to my butt.
How you get the bell over there?
I got you a pen and piece of paper over there so you can write that slick shit down.
I don't have to write slick shit down. I know it. Let me tell you something.
If you're confident,
I've been married over 20 years.
If you're confident in yourself, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's because I had to learn myself. It wasn't always that way, baby. I'll be 42 this year. So I had to. Yes, I am. Shout outs to the youngest. But I had to learn. But I had to also be willing to learn and accept that, because not to go black and white or whatever, but as a black female, I was raised very strong in a house full of females. We had a bunch of men too, and I got a bunch of brothers. So I had to kind of be like that. I had to learn over time to learn when I need to be submissive, when not. I had to learn how that a man needs to be a man, even if it's something that I can do myself. Some stuff you need to let them do. You have to be willing to accept it. And sometimes, and I love my women, shout out to all of us because we hold it down. We so used to saying, well, I can do that. I don't need a man to do all that. Well, a man is designed to do certain things. If you can go to the bathroom, and excuse my French, but I want to put the visual out there. If you can whip out and squat, you don't need a man. If you even see what I'm saying. And I feel like as black women, sometimes we don't know how to, I don't want to say know how. I don't feel like enough people celebrate the balance enough. Because if you do submit when you should, or when you feel like it's necessary, if you're in a couple, a relationship, then other people say, oh girl, you weak. Why you do this? Why you do that? No, it's not about that. But I had to learn how to get there. I was not always that way.
Oh, so the one time you was finessing with you.
Oh my God! I would punch a dude in the face. What you said? And that's what it was. But that's not the business, because again, I came from a strong, household. Like my last name is very, very strong. We have a lot of pride with that. So all the women in my family, like I'm probably one of the more chill ones at this point in my life. But it was never always like that. So although I see what you're saying, I'm just saying you can't put all women in the box.
No, I never
all of us
did.
are not. But
Like
what
I
you
said,
said was
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. That's still 90%.
Right, but still, at the end of the day, you always have that 10th one, and y'all feel like y'all.
I also feel like you use the word submissive. I feel like if you want a woman to be submissive to you, you have to give me something to be submissive to.
I agree.
Break it down.
I was about to get to this.
Break it down. Oh boy, you seriously said
I'm serious.
If you're a Leo, a Leo is never going to be submissive to a man.
That's not true. Hold up.
I see what she's
That's
saying,
not
though.
true.
I know
That's
where
not
she's
true.
going.
Because I've come across some very strong-minded men. And first of all, let me say this. I feel like you have men, and you got, I call them your king and your queen. You got your king and your queen, right? Number one, a man has to also know too that you got a lot of men that's insecure.
Very.
Because of these strong women.
Yes.
Like I'm not about to down myself to make you feel like more of a man.
Yeah.
If I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman and everything to, please you, you should be doing the same for me. I should motivate you to get to your highest potential. You get what I'm saying?
Balance.
So if you're not
has to be a balance.
being you're not giving me your all and getting to your highest level of what you should be, then I'm not going to submit to you.
No, and I agree with that.
And men like that, they want more. They go with the women, the ones that's insecure.
Yes.
They go with the women that's also insecure.
Yes.
They go with the woman that's going to be the yes woman.
Yes.
I'm not that yes woman.
Yeah,
you feel me? You can't change me. Now, if you do change me, you're going to change me for the better.
How about that?
Now, I've been around men that has challenged me.
Yes.
I can't even say men. It's one man that really has challenged me to really go into, fixing things that I knew I needed to fix. But at the same time, there were other men that I went through those same issues with, but they were not men I felt like I should submit to.
Question: what was different with that other man?
It was something about him where as though I looked up. He was someone that motivated me. If you can motivate me, I'm used to being the motivator. You get what I'm saying? The person that the man looked up to put, like I've had in my last situation, my husband or whatever, my ex-husband, he's told me like, you don't motivate me. How the hell do I not motivate you when I'm getting up here every day, working 7 days a week, coming home cleaning, cooking, still doing my business on the side and still taking care of the kids? Right. We got a roof over our head. You don't have to want for shit. You can leave a job when you want to. Right. But I'm still working here for the damn post office. Right. That was another reason why I didn't leave my job. So once I got to that point where I was like, I'm dead ass tired. This is not what I want. I got rid of the husband, I got rid of the job, and now I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Right. But it's like, okay, now career, kids, all that stuff is good, but at the end of the day, now I'm ready to get back into, relationships and stuff like that. But because I was with that person that I was with in the beginning, I have to now learn how to submit to a man. But I need a man. Because I'm not going to downplay who I am for you.
And if they have enough confidence in themselves, it's not going to do that.
They'll submit to a man. My question for you and you, what is your definition of a man?
Well, for me, when I look at a man, I look at somebody that is definitely, I'm not even necessarily say the breadwinner. You know what I mean? Because that doesn't make or break me to a certain extent. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that sometimes people fall and need a little time to get it, recoup, and come back. But I shouldn't have to look for another man for something.
Right.
If I got to search out for another man to either take care of me emotionally, to take care of me sexually, to take care of the household, then I don't need to be with you. To me, a man holds it down. I mean, female, I don't want to say females because I don't want to generalize this, but I feel like as a female, we like to feel protected. We like to feel like, okay, I can come in my boo arms and everything is going to be all right, even if it's not at that particular moment. I need to have that security. That's me though. I can't speak for everybody else.
A lot of women feel like they need that security, but when you come across a man who's trying to actually give you that and show that to you, you still want to you still want to play the buck on them game.
But that's, again, once again, you got to go back to some things are way more deeply rooted than just the surface. You don't know where they came from. And what I can say is through my experience of meeting a lot of people and traveling all over is sometimes men don't understand that they have to still understand who they dealing with too. A lot of people put that onus on a woman. Well, you got to understand your man. Right, but the man got to understand a female too.
Yeah, if I go both ways.
It really does, again, that balance. Yeah. Because if I come to you and me and you been together so many years, you should know that, like, for me, I'm a big holiday person. I'm a big ass kid. Like, I'm December 31st is my birthday, okay? So I'm the type of person that I will, yes I am. I will buy a gift and I will wrap that shit up just so I can unwrap it on Christmas. That's the kind of stuff that I do because that makes me happy. If you and I have been together long enough, you should know that those little things make you happy. But if I'm saying it, and me, I throw you a bone. Because again, I'm retired Air Force, and sometimes you just got to put it out there because some people just don't pick up what you're putting down. And you're like, oh, well, this will really be nice for me to get. And it might be a list of 10 things. You know what I'm saying? But it's those little things. But you as a man have to be willing enough to say, okay, well, my baby girl throwing me a bone. But if we really vibing, bring it back to what you said with each other, you're going to already know that. We're going to be on a level where you can start a sentence and I can finish that shit. And vice versa, because it does happen. But as a man, you got to be willing to do it. And as a woman, I got to be willing to do it too. But I feel like in so many times, especially today, especially when you're from a city like B-Boy, Detroit, or wherever, you're kind of raised to kind of be against each other. It wasn't really like that. If you look at your grandmother or any older, you know, ancestors that you have, it wasn't really like that. You know, and if they had those squabbles, they had it behind closed doors. It wasn't up front.
See, I think now what messes that up is social media.
Oh my God.
Because now it's like everybody getting into an argument with their, you know, when they mad at their spouse because they got these memes. They got, you know, you know, I'm single, you know, and all that, you know what I mean? And 2 days later, they back together. But the thing is, we have to learn how to, you know, talk to each other. And the thing
is, everybody else out.
Business. That is so poisonous to have everybody in your business.
Right. Yeah, because you never know what somebody going through.
I want to go back to, you know, what you was saying for us to having 2 ears and 1 mouth, because a lot of times women speak up so much because a lot of men aren't listening.
Yes.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yes.
One thing for sure about me, man, I'm like this. I was brought up with a mother and a grandmother. I love my grandmother to death. She always told me a man should always be attentive with his ear for a woman. But my thing is this. Women, if you see, women get so caught up, and I ain't talking about you 10. let's get some clarification. I see some mugs and hands working on bobbing around and everything.
Just listening.
Women have a tendency, man, they want to be heard so much that they overlook the dude who's actually listening or attempting to listen to what they're saying. And then he'll sit there, and then this is what makes me mad. You sit there and listen, don't say a word. And then she looking at you like, what, you ignore me, you ain't listening to nothing I'm saying? Well, if I'm talking, I can't listen to you if I'm talking. So I'm gonna let you talk. And I might even side in and say, you done? I don't want to, cut you off. Oh, I'm done. You got something you want to say? Yeah. What I'm trying to say to you is this. Such and such and such. Well, look, you just told me you was done. Let me know when you done, because I'm going to shut up and let you finish. So I don't cut you off like you doing me. So when you get to that point, y'all want to be heard so much. You get somebody who's actually sitting there listening, the first thing you're doing is hounding them like he ignoring you. But he being quiet listening. Then what he's trying to do is listen to what you're saying, find a solution, and keep it moving. And then when he finds a solution and proposes it to you, and it ain't a bad solution.
In your eyes, it's not bad. Because it's your solution.
No, it's not about it being bad in my eyes. It's about the logic and common sense to it.
To you. Because what you said, what you said was, and it's not a bad solution, but that's
it's not a bad solution, because I might have sat there and came up with 3 different ideas going off of logic and common sense, what makes sense to do and what's logical to do, and said, well, you know, out them 3, that sounds like the better one. You know what I'm saying?
But you just making the decision. That's not something y'all doing together. That's
I'm not arguing that. I'm proposing it to you. I did say that.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I already knew.
No, but I'm saying, but he said the solution though. I'm just saying. Don't press that bell. Don't press that bell.
Bring it to you. You know what I'm saying, and say something to you about it. You still, well, I don't know. I'm still listening. And then when I say something else to you, well, look, listen, check this out. No. I said, how am I gonna solve nothing if you can't come out that mind frame of looking at this as half empty instead of half full?
What, did they ask you to solve a problem for them, or did they want you to just?
I'm gonna tell you something. That right there. What you just said,
that's gay.
It's game.
It's game.
And I'm gonna tell you why I say it's game.
I mean, I'm listening. I'm asking.
I'm gonna tell you why I say
I'm
it's
listening.
game. Because if you didn't want me to come up with a solution or an idea, you wouldn't have brought it to me in the first place.
Okay, so I'm gonna correct you right there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
I will ring the bell.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna ring the bell. Let me take it back. Let me take it back and reverse.
Howdy.
Yes.
Let me shake it out.
Battle of the sexes over here.
I ain't got to say nothing. Thank you.
Listen, sometimes, even though I know y'all always like to problem solve.
Yes.
And I know that because, again, I said I got a lot of brothers. So if you're saying something, you can just look in your eyes and see that you're sitting there trying to think of how you're going to fix it. Sometimes, we just want you to listen to the shit. I may not want to hear your opinion. I may have already in my mind on how I need to handle it. I'm just venting.
Okay,
I'm just venting. And that's all I need.
That's where we go wrong at. Right. Because if you just venting, one thing about a man, I'm going to tell you one thing about a man. One thing guaranteed and for sure, you can't go wrong. Man been working since 6 in the morning. He come home at 4, 5, 6 in the evening. And he his woman, because that's what we see. Visually, this is what we see.
See, but
no, let me finish. Let me finish.
He reaching for that.
Let me finish. This is what we see after 12 hours of dealing with the supervisor and his supervisor and God knows whatever else. This is what we see.
I hear you.
So when you coming at us with this, the first thing we doing is whoa. Listening. Find a solution. So I can wash my hands and lay down and go back and do it again.
And I feel you.
If you already have a solution and you just venting, right now is not the time. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear you talking to me while I'm trying to lay back and rest and enjoy being beside you butt ass naked and chilling out about you telling me about John, Tom, Susie, and Betty, what they doing. I'm not doing it to them. I don't lay beside them and they don't pay my bills or yours or we don't pay none of theirs. So a man's not trying to hear none of that. What he's trying to do is come home, unwind, spend some time with the one he loves.
So, when you're in a relationship.
Oh my God.
Let me see that.
See, I ain't got to look at you. I already was coming.
Let me see that.
So, when you're in a relationship, when you're in a relationship, do you consider that person to be a confidant? Just answer simply yes or no. Do you consider that person to be your confidant? Because I know when I'm in a relationship, I consider my man to be my confidant and he should consider me to be his. So in saying that, if I'm venting to you and you're my best friend, because if we're in a situation, a relationship, there should be some type of real close bond, like we're damn near best friends. I should be able to kick it and talk to you about anything. Even if I'm talking to you, baby, about this hair color, should I go strawberry blonde or goddamn platinum blonde? That's regardless. See, no, but that's what I'm trying to do.
You said that's a waste of, what you say?
It's not a waste of time.
If a woman comes at me, this is how I am, and I'm married.
But I was still talking. Though. Thank you.
And you can ring your
bell. Wait a minute.
I ain't got
we just talking about emotions. Don't get emotional.
Listen, baby, I'm military. I ain't never emotional. What I'm saying is, if I was in the middle of a thought, that's just common courtesy, right? Boom. So, what I'm saying is, if you and I are together and I can't have a conversation with you when I want to, because I might need to get that off my chest to you, then there's a problem. Now, what I will say to caveat or to back up what I'm saying is the other part of that is knowing your mate. If I know that you're the type of person that you might need about 20 minutes to kind of unwind once you get home before I unload this everything that happened in my day type thing, then I'm going to give you that. But it comes from knowing who you with. For you to sit there and say, oh, well, when I come in the door, I ain't really trying to hear that, that's going to shut me down too. And what you don't want to do is, if I feel like I can't talk to you, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to start talking to somebody else. Because where one ear is not listening, there's another one that's going to be there. And it goes both ways. I'm not just being towards the female. No, because again, it goes, I can.
Give us some bell love. Give us some bell love. Give us some bell love.
There you go. But again, it comes with that balance. You know what I'm saying? So don't shut them down. If we're in a relationship, then I should know that about you. Like, my mate knows, okay, I might need a little bit of time when I get up. I'm not going to say I'm not a morning person, but sometimes I have a little hard time to get it together. Right. So a little few minutes go by, then hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But again, it comes from knowing myself, because a Capricorn, you know, sometimes we can have our little mood swings. Mm-hmm. So when Q needs a moment, Q goes in the bubble. But I know myself enough to say, listen, give me a second, boo. Let me get in my bubble. Let me drink this coffee, get my life right, and then I'll be back. That way I'm not chopping your head off. I'm not snapping at you. And my girl right here like, hey girl, what you mean, hey? Do I look like I eat hay? I don't eat no hay. And you like, well, damn, what's wrong with you?
I don't eat no hay.
So, but you got to know yourself, and it comes with that balance. Yeah. So I'm off my soapbox right
We got to go to another break. Yes. It's getting hotter in here.
It is.
We will be right back.
Yes.
That bell. Who came up with that bell?
Oh,
that bell is getting a lot of love. I was going to say that to you. Yeah.
Sumani. He said you can read. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's still time.
We're going to go to break. Yeah, he said you can read the script. I'm sorry.
Okay. So once again, we want to say greet all of our Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, and we definitely want to give a rest in peace to Aretha Franklin. What a legend in herself. The going away was awesome, and Senator John McCain. And rest in peace to everybody up. So you make sure you look us up on any podcast service like iTunes, Google, Spotify, and many more. Search for Be Exposed Radio and catch up with us on your schedule.
That was great.
There you go.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have the empire. That's what Oprah said.
Oh, these are her exact words. Allegedly.
I made this up. But
allegedly.
I made it all up. But there was a rumor that they were beefing. But Tyler confirms that they don't have any issues. So it says it was recently reported on the rumors that was swirling that the twosome were on the outs over constructive criticism of a Perry show. Well, I got some constructive criticism, and we can be on the outs, Tyler, and I don't give a damn, because I'm going to make a promo out of this anyway and share it to your page. I need the scenes on Have and Have-Nots to be like 5% shorter, each one. I want you to watch an episode of The Young and the Restless, because this is supposed to be a soap opera. No one's dialogue on The Young and the Restless is like this. You don't have to talk about the random plant in the corner for 25 minutes on one damn scene.
They talk about random plants.
It was a blood stain on the floor for 5 episodes. I can't take it. We need to pick this up. I'm sorry. I love the Have and the Have-Nots, and I continue to watch it in its 5th season, but I get so mad when I can go get myself a glass of water and come back and he had just started the next sentence in his first paragraph. I can't stand it.
They just want to get the point across.
It's not but you don't get the point for 4 episodes. It's too much. So, now according to ET Online reports, Tyler Perry has a pre-cut and dried response to a pretty cut and dry response to the rumors about him and Oprah. Here's what he says. It's completely false.
What was that? That was your Tyler Perry impression? Oh God. What?
That was my Medea voice.
Oh.
Nothing is accurate in this article except for mine and Oprah's names. That's what he said. I mean, you see what I mean? You gotta stick around. I mean, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. I mean, they pay us to do this. So we go off every week right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. Exactly. Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back with the bosses on the move.
Yes.
September 15th, 16th?
Yes. 15th and the 16th.
On the move. New music charts have been posted, and we got a new #1 on the charts. Rebel Row, another one knocking out Edward Bird, who held the spot for weeks. Congratulations to you.
Congrats.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yes, and make sure tomorrow on the come up with host Mimi Howard is live at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Long night. I'm sorry. I'm just so happy that y'all here. Y'all understand.
Yes.
I'm just so glad to get y'all together, man, because you made me play Tom and Jerry around,
I be a little busy, man. I'm working.
Butch the pit bull.
Look, man, I'm working on my communication skills. I'm working on it. Man, y'all need to hire a assistant, but I ain't doing that.
Man,
why? Get an intern. You know what? Y'all men and this, I do. You say y'all men, you heard me say it. Y'all be needing.
Gonna have a comeback.
Y'all be needing help.
I'm gonna get my kids gonna be on
Get an intern.
Get my children.
Go down to the school system and get someone who is trying to do this.
Radio.
Who was trying to get into media. I just got an intern, and I'm fresh out of cosmetology school, but I've been in the industry for over 14 years. And I just met the girl. She was in a hair supply store beside me, and her grandmother was like, "Oh, I like your hair." So was she, and then she went on to say, "I want to go to cosmetology school. Where did you go?" And we had a nice conversation, and she just had a good spirit. And I was like, "Oh, you can come on out." You know, I call myself, I like mentoring people. So especially to the younger generation, they need that.
Right.
So if you go into the school system, like you said, you already in the school system. So go into the school system, get interns, because they need it. You know,
Definitely.
you might create a next you.
They need internship anyway.
Right. Gotta get them more into, like, you know, getting off the street. You gotta give them something to do.
You're right. You're definitely right. You gotta keep them busy.
Right.
You definitely gotta keep them busy. I appreciate you for giving back, doing what you're doing. You awesome.
Yes.
So September, we got September. Give everybody the dates and locations.
September the 15th and 16th is the Bosses on the Move networking, hair, and fashion competition. It's from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the War Memorial Building, 101 North Gate Street, 21202, I believe. Baltimore, Maryland. So you can get your tickets early online at Eventbrite at Bosses on the Move, or you can pay at the door also. So a lot of people probably gonna be paying at the door.
We have vendors and stuff like that.
We still open for.
We still open for vendors? How much?
Yeah, we still open for vendors.
Okay.
And that's for both days.
Nice. We are also still open for models, hairstylists, barbers, designers.
I got some models for you. I got
Bring them on. Come on.
Yeah, I got.
I'm gonna know. Look, they grown. I'll make sure I give them your information and let them contact you.
Yeah, you see the video I just put out there. You know, we still looking for them so they can register.
We want some people that can. We want to give away money. Like, who don't like money? You know what I mean? And free giveaways. Like, the free giveaways consist of like photo shoots, and we gonna set them up with, like, you know, they can get some comp cards or get, like, you know, something done, like an e-flyer or something where they can use that. You know, because everybody need professional, you know, things, you know, for their business and stuff. So we giving away money, y'all. Come on, go on Eventbrite.
We gonna get some of them e-flyers. I need to talk to y'all about that.
That's Stacy. I don't do none of that stuff. That media stuff is all Stacy. Anything fashion, yes.
Fashion, that's Awesome Flyers, y'all. Awesome Flyers LLC. I do everything, to graphic design, from marketing to websites to videography to commercials, social media ads.
Just got into photography.
Photography. Whatever you need, I do it. Like I'm a one-stop shop right now, but I'm going to have my corporation. I'm looking for a building now so I can have the print shop, then hire, you know, people. You know, I'm trying to make it more plentiful for people that get jobs.
Right.
And look, because they're going to love to work at Awesome Flyers, because I'm going to have it so that they're going to be top paid. They're going to, you know, we're going to have, everything's going to be in the house. I'm just making it so, because I've been through corporations and, you know, different jobs and stuff that, you know, the environment, you got to love your employees. You gotta bring that energy back into you gotta show them that you appreciate them, because they're gonna bring more money in, and then they're gonna do that greatly. Like you know, it's not gonna be no stickler, like, you know, 9 to 5 and stuff. It's gonna be freedom. You gotta let
something
them be free,
you
not
like
be in the box and stuff like that. But they're gonna love it. Awesome Flyers is gonna be the state of art. We're gonna be #1. I'm pushing to it because I'm trying to get into if you heard about it, it's called the Cashback World, and I'm in that, but it's from non-Quinnet, and then your business signs up, and they put you in 47 countries. So right now, the open enrollment is free. So you know, let me know. I give you all my information. Let me know if y'all want to sign up, because they end the free open enrollment September the 30th.
Okay.
And what it is, you get paid, you know, even customers, like, even it's called the loyalty program. So, you know, when someone shops at your business and they come under the Cashback World and you sign them up underneath of your business, you're going to get a piece back every time they shop somewhere. Walmart, Target, flights, anywhere, you gonna get money back too, as well as them going to get money back in their pocket also from them being a customer.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Not to be funny. You married, right?
No, I'm not.
Oh, I was about to ask you. What's too late to call your phone? Because I'm gonna be picking your brain.
Oh no.
Look, business for anybody. All right. But
no, I'm open. You know, I'm open. Just like I'm just here to help people.
Right.
Like the one lady, she I guess she found me on Facebook, and she was like, she gave me the run up. She was like, "Are you in Atlanta?" I'm like, "Yes," but I'm not in Atlanta right now because I'm up here. But I live in Atlanta, and so she was like, can we meet? And I'm like, actually, technically, no, we can't meet because I'm not there.
Yeah.
But she was like, because I got burnt on internet. A lot of people see. The thing is, you gotta go with your intuition with that.
Right.
So she been burnt twice. She had supposed to have a logo done for her, and then she's supposed to have a flyer. She said, I heard it in her voice, like, I just want it correct. I just want my vision out there. I will pay. And I was like, listen, I couldn't say anything like, okay, come with me, because you have to want to come, you know, to try something else, because I'm not going to force you to do anything that you don't want to do.
Right.
I mean, anyway, it's your decision. So I just left it open to her. I said, well, I'm here. Like, if you want me to help you out in your vision, because I got to understand what you want, and I created for you, but you just got to let me know. So I sent her the form. She sat on it for a minute. And then the next day, she's like, I emailed the form. Did you get it? And I said, okay, yeah, I got it. Then she loved the flyer. It was like, oh my goodness, Stacy. Oh, I just love it. This is just so awesome. And so she's a happy customer.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let the people know how to get in contact with y'all through social media.
You can reach me on IG at host Stacy L, or you can go to my Facebook under Stacy Madeline, or you can go to my Facebook page as Awesome Flyers, because a lot of people hit me in there and inbox me. You know.
All right, mine is on Facebook, Sharon Johnson, 2 R's, SHARRON. I always have to spell my stuff out because people get it wrong. And Ms. Critique, no, I'm sorry, I changed it. It's Critique Empire, CRITIQUE Empire, or Critique Brand. I have 2. I was going to get rid of one, but a lot of my followers are still on the other one, and they still be like communicating with me. So I was like, I might as well just keep both of them. But either one of those, and just, pretty much that's it.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, I want to wish you, before I even say that, we trying to come down the line and get on y'all show too.
Okay.
I always drive through Atlanta. I ain't got a chance to chill,
sit in Atlanta,
and park it and lay back. So can we set that up too?
Yeah, I told him, like I said, we got an event coming up in February. That is in February. So we'll have everything up and running with that. Like I said, we traveling with this. We're not just stopping at Baltimore, North Carolina, and Atlanta. We moving forward. Like the next stop, like we see other states. I don't want to even say this because we manifesting it.
Right.
But we trying to be overseas. We trying to, we are going to be overseas.
Right.
So,
it will be overseas.
Yeah. We got people already reaching out. So, you gotta make it. You gotta come with us.
Child support.
Oh, okay. We gonna get you there. We gonna get you there.
Dude, on the street.
I'm just keeping it real. I mean, I'm a father. People, it's crazy. People look at my social media. Oh, he's so cute. This kid, child support, tearing the fur, man. And I'm still doing for my kids without child support. But that's not.
That's the part of being a parent. That's right.
Shout out to my daughter now. She made varsity, y'all.
Oh, congratulations.
A freshman.
All right.
Okay. Varsity volleyball team. She has a game tomorrow. I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
Nice. That's what's up.
All right, but what you say, Marty? Oh, one more. Hit the production sheet, babe.
All right. So we want you to remember that we are the home of the Cheryl Underwood Radio weekday mornings at 10 a.m. Yes. And we want to give a warm welcome to our newest entries to the BXR music artists such as Black Lock, Chopper Man, Easy Street, and Gas. And don't forget to check out this episode and the past ones too. Just go to our website and click on syndication.
Giving out wet kisses, y'all.
Because y'all going to check us out.
That's right. Boss is on the move, coming soon. DJ K8 in the building.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
This was definitely a great show.
Definitely a
pleasure. We're not leaving just yet. I'm letting you know. Y'all stuck with us, so if y'all get mad, Y'all stuck. Hopefully, you know.
Oh, so y'all coming down for sure, huh?
I'm coming down.
Hey, yeah.
That's what's up.
I can drop my kids off to their daddy and come out at you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that.
My job
definitely.
Go out here, handle my Christmas, and then I'm good.
I thank everybody for tuning in. Special thanks to the special guest of all.
Thank you for having us.
And whenever y'all are here, feel free to come through and kick it with us. Mi casa or our casa. I don't know how to say our in Spanish, but our casa, yo casa. Thank y'all. See y'all next week.
All right.
It is what it is radio. With the bosses on the move. September 15th and 16th. We gone, y'all.
Beat us there.
It's the best of Cheryl Underwood Radio, starting now.
It's the jump off. Welcome to the Cheryl Underwood Show. Hot topics. We discussing anything, it's a go. We going live now. Got a favorite song, call into the show. Is he ready? Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. You're now tuned to the Cheryl Underwood Show. Hot topics, call and ask what you wanna know. 855 Cheryl, want a number you could dial. Busy, better bring it back. Request your favorite track. She playing all new music, the groove too. Indie artists, mainstream, whatever consumes you. Topic of discussion, voice opinions, no bluffing. Cheryl, keep it real, she don't sugarcoat nothing. Download the app or your phone or your podcast. Never miss a show. Take Cheryl on the go. Ain't no other stations hanging with my girl toe to toe. Email us, CherylUnderwood.com. Smart, funny, and my girl changing the game. Ain't no other stations measure up the same. Turn it up, y'all. The girl at it again. It's a jump off. Welcome to the Cheryl Underwood Show. Hot topics. We discussing anything, it's a go. We going live now. Got a favorite song, call into the show. Is we ready? Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Cheryl Underwood Radio in effect. Man, we had time off. Man, we refreshed and everything.
That was nice.
That's right. Our super producer, Vic Frost, the Iceman.
That was nice.
Did your thing, baby.